Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel CH Naren Kumar. Today I am going to teach you today calmness in English. This is part 1. Okay, let's go. Not waste our time. Okay, this is the first one. He is running he is running 16 years. So what is the correction here in this sentence? He is running 16 years is a wrong one. You know when we want to say age of any person, either you must say he is 16 like this. He is 16. This is right. He is 16 years old. This is also right one. Understand? Don't say he is running 16. So never use running 16. Maybe we use like this expression in Telugu, running 16. But in English, either you must say he is 16 or he is 16 years old. Both are correct answers. Even look at the second one. He is 20 years. That is also wrong one. Don't either you stop he is 20 or complete he is 20 years old, then that is also right answer. So we can express in three different ways. So you look at this, 16 year, either he is 16 or 16 years old. Don't stop at 16 years. If you want to write years, write old also. So here the mistake is he is 20 years. So old, if you add, that is a correct sentence. Okay. Okay, come to the next one. Where are my luggages? Where are my luggages? You know, some words like luggages and advisors, we never use as singular. Where is my luggage? Where is my luggage? Don't use where are my luggage. No. So next one, they have given me advices. So don't use plural with advise. So already luggages, advisors, we never use as plural. They're always singular. They're always singular. So here are the some of the words. Here are the some of the words we use advise alphabet. I write here advi advice, alphabet, alphabet, furniture, furniture, and scenery, luggage, luggage. So here my spelling is wrong. Don't consider this. Luggage, uh, like machinery and machinery. So we always use as singulars, not as plurals. So even here you see they have given me advisors. In the sentence, advice is always a singular. Don't use as plural. Even it is a single or plural, we have to write advise. Advise only. Don't write advisors. That's the wrong in this sentence. Come to the next one. Come to the next. The news were good. The news were good. Just the news is always singular. News is always singular. We write the news was good. The news was good. So the next one, mathematics are my favorite subject. Some of them sounds to be plural. Mathematics, economics, physics. So they are sounds like plural. Why we think they are like plural? Mathematics. So we hear s at the end of the word, so that we can think about it is a plural. But it's no, mathematics is a singular. It's a name of a subject, one subject name. So you have to consider mathematics, economics, physics, always they are singular, even though they sound as plural. So mathematics is my favorite subject. Since mathematics is a one subject name, it's not a subject's name. Understand? So whenever mathematics, physics like come, you consider them as singular and take singular B form. Here is the same. Here is same. Measles has broken out in Vizag. Measles has broken out in Vizag. You see, measles, of course, this is the right sentence. It's the right one. Measles has broken out in Vizag. This is the right sentence. There is no correction here. Actually, measles is a name of a disease. It's a name of a disease. But measles, like mathematics, how we think it's like a plural. Measles also we sounds like plural, but measles is a name of a disease. So that it takes singular. Here the sentence is correct one. Measles has broken out in Vizag. Understand? Measles, billiards, mumps, and like they are always sounds like plural, but they are singular ones. Okay, come to the eighth one. Where is my trousers? Where is my trousers? So trousers means trousers, scissors, tongs. They're always as plural, not considered as singular. Of course, trouser is a sir one item, sir. So we shall we consider them as a singular? No, they're always shoes, shoes, trousers, shorts, scissors, spectacles. So or binoculars, savings, goods. Always treat as plural, not as singular. So where are my trousers? Where are my spectacles? Where are my spectacles? So you may get confused. Spectacles is a one object, sir. One object. So that can we use where is my spectacles? Not at all correct. Where are my spectacles? So what are them? Scissors, scissors, trousers, spectacles. Understand? Bina binoculars. So they are always treated as plural, plural. You understand? So don't take as singular. Of course, scissors is a one object, trousers are one object, spectacles are one, binoculars are one. Mind you, binocular means with both we can consider as singular, single object. Spectacles means two glasses combined together we use as spectacles, so that we have to consider them as plural. You understand? So scissors, trousers, spectacles, binoculars, all we, even though they are one object, but we consider them as plural. Understand? Okay, come to the ninth one. My friend has brought 10 dozens bananas. Bananas. My friend has brought 10 dozens bananas. Here is the mistake. Here is the mistake. When we use dozen, million, lakh, like and with along with the numerals, don't use plural here. Understand? 10 dozen bananas, don't say 10 dozens bananas. 200 rupees, don't say 200s rupees. You understand? 2 million people, 2 million people, don't say 2 millions people. Million, don't say millions. Dozen, don't say dozens. Along with numerals, any numeral before them, don't use plural sense. So my friend has brought 10 dozen, don't say dozens, bananas. Okay, that's it. Come to the tenth one. She has two sister-in-laws. So if you want to sister-in-law is singular, what is the plural form of sister-in-law? Actually, we think sister-in-laws is the plural. That's wrong one. That's wrong one. Sister-in-law, sister-in-law is singular. Sister-in-law is singular. What is the plural form? Sisters-in-law. Sisters-in-law. Don't write a S letter at the end of a word. So here we have to make it plural. Sister, sisters. Sister-in-law, sisters-in-law. Brother-in-law, brothers-in-law. Mother-in-law, mothers-in-law. Commander-in-chief, commanders-in-chief. So we have to use the plural here in these compound words. Understand? So don't use sister-in-laws is the wrong one. Sister-in-laws is the wrong one. Okay, go for the next one. Before going for the next session, dear students, you please subscribe my channel, YouTube channel. In your YouTube search box, you please type CHNAREN Naren Kumar, and you can see the picture of me. And please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and bell icon. You can get notifications of my videos. So please subscribe and encourage me. Come to the next one. Thank you. Come to the next one. One must love his country. One must love his country. So what is the wrong one wrong here in this sentence? One must love his country means here one must love one's country. One must love one's country. You understand? So don't think it's a one must. He must love his country. He must love his country. One must love one's country. You know, in intermediate, it's very important correction for intermediate. Okay. So of course, these corrections are we can use even for degree and in the competitive exams also. You know. Come to the next one. There are 20 females in the class. There are 20 females in the class. There are 20 females in the class. Means what? You should not use females here. Okay. There are 20 girls in the class. 20 girls in the class. Don't use females and males term. And they are adjectives, not nouns. They are adjectives. So there are 20 females, there are 20 males in the class is completely wrong. What is the correct answer? There are 20 boys in the class, 20 girls in the class. So here the females is replaced by girls. Okay, come to the next one. Krishna is my cousin brother. So along with cousin, don't use any brother and sister. So Krishna is my cousin, don't say cousin brother. Sita is my cousin, don't use cousin sister. So along with cousin, don't use brother or sister. Come. So the next one, I, Ram and you will go to college tomorrow. Of course, actually there is no correction in the sentence it looks like. But in your, we have to follow some order in writing the pronouns. You know, when we write, we have more pronouns. We must follow this pattern. First, second person, next, third person, and next first person. So you must be last. First person must be last. First given the listener and the third person and the speaker. So this is the order: second person, third person, and first person. Understand? So in this sentence, what is the second person here? You is the second person. This you have to write you first. You. And what is the third person here? So here Rami is the third person. You, Ram, and I. You understand? So this is the second person. this is the third person, this is the first person. This is the order of using them. You understand? So you, Ram, and I shall, of course, I shall go to college tomorrow. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Okay, go for the next one. They enjoyed the picnic. They enjoyed the picnic. So along with the some verbs, enjoy, a while, they take reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. So they, what is the reflexive pronoun of they? Reflexive pronoun of they is themselves. So we have to write they enjoyed themselves the picnic. They enjoyed themselves the picnic. I enjoyed myself. You enjoyed yourself. Next one, avail also. I avail myself the opportunity. I avail myself the opportunity. So especially with the verbs enjoy and avail, it always takes reflexive pronoun. So whenever we see these verbs like enjoy and avail, we must write reflexive pronouns. Okay, that's correct. That book is yours. Of course, here there is a typing mistake. If we put a apostrophe here, that is a wrong one. That book is yours. Yours, don't write apostrophe. Understand? That book is yours. In the yours, if you write any apostrophe, that is the wrong one. What is the correct one? Without apostrophe is correct. That book is yours. You possessive pronouns, you should not write apostrophe. You understand? Come. Next one. One of his friend is coming today. One of his friend is coming today. This is important for intermediate. One of his friends. So friends. So one of his friends. So with along with one, it must be plural. So one of his friends. One of his one of the boys. So one of plus plural, one of plus plural, and the subject is accepted singular form. Sir, here is a friends, so that shall I write are here? That's a wrong one. That's the wrong one. So one of is friends, the correction is here friends, and you take is only, even though friends is like looks like plural, but it is a singular. One of his friends, so he has so many friends, among them one is coming, so the subject is here one. It maybe seems to be plural. One of his friends is coming today is the correct answer. So one of plus plural, and the subject b form must be singular. B form must be singular. B form. You understand? So one of plus plural friends. Don't write friends, and the subject b form must be singular. So here in my sentence is coming. So is correct answer. Okay, come to the next one. Neither of the books are interesting. Neither of the books are interesting. With neither of the books, that means it's a singular. It's a singular. Neither of the books is interesting. Each of the boys have given a chocolate. So here each, neither always take as singular. So each of the boys has given a chocolate. Okay. 10th one. Laila and Majnu loved one another. So 10 and 11 both I explained together. Laila and Majnu loved one another. All the students loved each other. Between two, don't write one another. Don't write one another. What you must write? Each other. Between two, between two, each other. Each other. So more than two, more than two, one another. One another is the correct one. So here look at this. All the students loved Don't say each other. Since the students are more than two, so one another is the correct answer. So in the 10th one, Laila and Majnu loved each other is the correct. All the students loved one another is the correct ones here. Okay, so between two, each other, more than two, one another. And the 12th one, she is belonging to the royal family. She is belonging to the royal family. So and the 13th one also, I am understanding the class. I am knowing his address. I am loving my country. You look at these all four corrections, all are wrong. All are given only one. I want to give you one explanation, especially the verbs like belong, understand, belong, understand, know, so many verbs, think, love, hate, like, smell, hear, taste, feel, okay, etc. So, especially these verbs belong, understand, know, think, love, hate, like, smell, hear, feel, taste, any etc. Any of these verbs never accept any ing forms along with them. So you see, belong. Here, right? She is belonging to royal family. So belong not have any present participle. So belonging is a wrong one. So what you must write? So actually we write this one in belong is belonging. So this is not at all acceptable structure. What is the correct structure? Instead of present continuous tense, we must use she belongs to royal family. I am understanding the class. Understand not have any ing. So I understand the class. I am knowing his address. That's the wrong one. What is the correct one? I know his address. I know his address. I am loving my country. That is also wrong. Love, there is no ing. I love my country is the correct one. So, especially verbs belong, understand, know, think, love, hate, like, smell, hear, taste, feel, etc. They don't have any ing forms. So, we use um, present tense, simple present tense instead of present continuous tense. Okay, look at here. Look at here. Kiran drives fastly. Kiran drives fastly. You know, don't write fastly. Kiran drives fast. Kiran drives fast. That is the correct answer. Sachin hit the ball hardly. It's very funny. You know, hardly not. Sachin hit the ball hard. Sachin hit the ball hard. Hardly means that is a negative meaning. Sachin hit the ball hardly means the ball not go anywhere. But it sounds like very hardly hit the ball. But you know, if the Sachin hit the ball over the boundary line, we must use Sachin hit the ball hard. Hardly means in the negative sense. That means Sachin not hit the ball well. That's the meaning of hardly. So Kiran drives fastly not. Kiran drives fast. So fast, they know fastly. Hard, not hardly. Okay, come to the third one. She has been she has been working for 2021. You know, point of time we must write since. Point of time, right? Since. This is what we call it, point of time. So with the point of time we write since. With the period of time, here in the fourth one, this is the period of time. Period of time, for. Period of time, that is for. Point of time we must use since. So these are for intermediate, these two are very important. And fifth one, the criminal was hung a week ago. You know, Here is a difference in the meaning of hung. Actually, we have hang, hanged, hanged. Understand? Hang, hung, and hung. Okay. So both are here. Hang is the V1. But in the V2 form onwards, we have some differences. What it means, criminal was a hung. Hung means, for example, uh, I hung my shirt to the hanger. So that is a display. That is a display. Hung means display in the meaning. But what is the meaning of this criminal hanged? Hanged means uri. తెలుగులో మనకి ఉరి అంటాం కదా దాన్ని హ్యాంగ్డ్ అంటారు నాట్ హంగ్ సో రెండు వేలాడదీయడమే బట్ హ్యాంగ్ పనిష్మెంట్ హ్యాంగ్ అయితే HANGED సో ద క్రిమినల్ వాజ్ హ్యాంగ్డ్ డోంట్ రైట్ హంగ్ hung means my shirt hunged my shirt hung on the onto the clip so shirt is hung that the criminal was hanged so what is the correct one the criminal was hanged is the correct one. The next one, my father is angry on me. Especially this is interpretation of Telugu language. My father is angry on me. So actually, మా నాన్నగారికి నా మీద కోపం ఉంది మీద in order to convey the meaning of meda we use on most of the time but along with angry you have to write my father is angry with me is the correct one on is the wrong one. Understand? So like this, I am suffering with fever. We number of times we write this sentence in our letter writing. Suffering from. Don't write suffering with. Suffering from fever. So suffer accept only from. Understand? She is good in English. She is good in English. Don't write good in English. She is good at English. She is good at English. That is the correct preposition. I'm waiting for you. I am awaiting for you. Mind you, students, waiting, wait is equal to, await is equal to wait for. Await is equal to wait for. So I am awaiting for you. Already in the await, there is a for included. So if you want to write await, ignore this for. If you want to write waiting, you can write for. So the sentence has two answers. I am awaiting you, ignore for since we use await. If you want to write wait, so please add for. I am waiting for you is the correct answer. I am awaiting you is the correct answer. So await is equal to wait for. Come to the next one. Here is also the same like discuss. Discuss means talk about. Talk about. Discuss means talk about. So already in the discuss about is included. So don't write about along with discuss. We discussed the matter or we are talked about the matter. We talked about the matter is correct. We discussed the matter is correct. Don't write about. You understand? Next. Sometimes some words not accept even prepositions. So she ordered for tea. So with the order, don't write any preposition. With the order, no preposition. No preposition. She ordered tea. She ordered coffee. Like that. Okay. The next one is the teacher entered into the class. The teacher entered into the class. So entered along with enter don't rise into when enter going into the class like that so enter not take into understand but sometimes we can use enter into the sense is different so physically the teacher enter the class is going into the class okay that's correct one For example, Pawan Kalyan entered into the politics is correct. Politics is not the room, physical room. So the Pawan Kalyan entered into the room is correct, but the teacher entered into the class is wrong. So the correct one is the teacher entered entered the class is correct. Don't write into with this. Okay. Okay, students. I'm going to teach you all all of these subjects: parts of speech, voice, degrees of comparison, direct net speech, simple compound complex sentences, question tags, articles, tenses, letter writing, and many more. You please subscribe my channel. I do more videos that are related to English. My channel is exclusively for English. It's an educational channel. Thank you one and all.